Hi, so let me run through the first day of school with the children in this video. The day before, last Thursday, spent the second inset day at school, lots of safeguarding training, marking policy as well as behaviour policy that the school is going to implement. They've been changed by the new head teacher, and it sounds really exciting, and I'm looking forward to actually implementing them with the children. Got into, well, furthermore, stayed pretty late that day just to try and do as much as I can. The first day, which would have been last Friday, got in early as well, probably 7:30. Usually we're supposed to be there at 8, but 7:30. So I had a good hour, if not a little bit more, to get everything as ready as it could be, and it was. And as you know, as a teacher, you're expected really to stay a little bit later, come in a little bit earlier. I don't have a problem with that because I want to try and do the best for the children. Try and help them gain the best quality education possible. So, got in, prepared everything. Children walked in, and I had a starter. Well, first of all, I wrote on the board, "Good morning, everyone. Hope you all had a wonderful summer." They knew me, I knew them from the transition day last year in the summer, in the summer 2 term. So I wrote everything, nice greeting to them and the instructions. So find your hook, put your bag on your peg, and then find your space. Obviously important seating plan. They did that, and they got the whiteboards, which were already out. I already put the whiteboards and whiteboard pens as well as rubbers, whiteboard rubbers there, and they just got on with it. It was really nice to see. I used a website called MathSpot. It's a free website, excellent. I highly recommend it. MathSpot. I'll link it in the description below. And I went on to the starter generator. Just some simple arithmetic questions, nothing too difficult. Some quick rapid fire questions for them, self assessment as well, very important. And then after that, we got on to the first lesson. After the whole, some children need to take this home today because they didn't at the end of last year kind of business. And my teacher partner suggested, instead of just listening to them talk about what they did during the summer, they could write a little story or a poem about what they did not do, just to make it a bit silly and interactive. And you don't want lots of children saying, "Oh, I went to America," "Oh, I went to Norway," or I went to Spain," and some children would just say, "Oh, I just stayed here." It would make them feel bad, right? So we wanted to avoid that. Did that. Interesting. It was really interesting, and I got to see their level of English as well, their creativity. Then we got on to maths, and it was the arithmetic test. The plan is to do 1 or 2 assessments this first week as well. So we had one day, then the weekend, going back to school on Monday, which is going to be tomorrow. So the first full week will be mainly consisting of mathematics and English assessments, just to see where they are, to be able to record any progress that the children make. It's very important as well to find the gaps in their learning. So that brought us up to lunch. Oh, and sorry, before I forgot to mention that after the whole what I didn't do in the summer, we had an assembly, then a break, then the then the math test. Started with the English, which I continued in the afternoon. To finish off the day, they wrote a letter to the head teacher nominating who they believe would make the best house captain as well as the best librarian, because these are responsibilities, extra responsibilities that are given to the year sixes. Again, very informal way of assessing them, seeing their writing, and they could nominate themselves or someone else as long as that person who's being nominated is being nominated for the right reasons, not just because they're your friend, but they're responsible, they're mature. And of course, I discussed with them what would make a great leader: responsibility, maturity, leading by example, and that's something that they need to do within their class, and especially as year sixes as a whole, to help the younger children who look up to them, and rightfully so. So that was the end of the day, pretty much. Children went home, went out, said goodbye to them, met a few of the parents. That was nice because they hadn't seen me before properly as their class teacher, as the children's class teacher. And the plan, like I said, for next week is going to be assessments, maths and English, the reasoning papers and the reading paper, the SPAG paper as well for English, as well as some afternoon lessons, so geography, RE. So it's not completely like a proper normal week. We're still kind of easing into it, and that's not a problem at all. We have time. But in the morning, I'll do the math spot again every day in the morning. But I'll have a 5 minute slot before the first lesson where I'll do like a chalk and talk, a quick 5 minute mathematics review, I suppose, some recall. I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to start with um, some multiplication, some 3 or 4 digit numbers multiplied by a 2 digit number, because I've marked the arithmetic tests and I've put it into a spreadsheet, and a lot of the children struggled with more of the difficult questions like fractions and long division. But that can be taught later. However, I'm going to focus on the multiplication as well as subtraction, column addition, column subtraction, as well as place value, addition using decimal points, numbers with decimal points. That's something that a lot of the children probably have forgotten due to having a summer holiday and just enjoying their life, which is normal. So that's something that I'll be focusing on this week for the 5 minutes in the morning after the register, just for a quick recall. Hopefully, it'll help them embed these methods. So that's my plan. That's what I've been doing that's what I did for the first day, and that's a very brief plan of the first full week. And I'll keep you updated.